make sure you change that. So, welcome everybody. And tonight is all about the exciting, a deep dive into Isagenix. So, um, I would say 99% of the people on this call are already people who are fully 100% rock solid on how good our products are. And this now gives you an opportunity to deep dive and find out a little bit more about the business side of Isagenix. So before we do that, we are going to tell some stories, and Rachel and Belinda and myself are going to talk about what's happened to us business-wise within Isagenix. And you need to know that the integrity of Isagenix is so important. You know, I've been with this company well over a decade, and to me, it is my life, and I would protect it that way. So it's really important for you to know that everybody comes into this with a different network, with a different abilities, and so it's so important that we acknowledge that and know that there's no promises, there's no magic pill that's going to make all this work for you. It is called network marketing for a reason, because we have a network and we work. So yeah, it's just so important. Okay, so moving on. So my story before Isagenix, I was actually thinking about this a lot because we've just traveled to Thailand for an amazing trip. And I was privileged enough to have three of my incredible leaders and their partners with them there. And, I was thinking back to how I felt sort of around 14 years ago, before I actually made the decision to actually step into this, not only for the products, but for the business as well. And one of the things was a real feeling of being unsure about how I could live the life that I want to be able to live, providing for my family, for my kids, for my grandkids, being able to travel like we are. We're in our motorhome right now and we're in Noosa. How can I possibly do that? And one of the other things was I was very much living out of, coming back to that word, integrity, out of integrity, as far as the people that I was working with, their values weren't aligned with mine. And now, fast forward, I think to myself, wow, there I was in Thailand with people who I am absolutely 100% aligned with their values. So how cool is that, to be the shift from how it was to how it is now? Why I chose Isagenix? Well, I have a background in direct selling. I started in direct selling 45 years ago, coming up. And so I know the majority of the companies within Australia and New Zealand inside and out, from their boardrooms right through to being out in the field with them. And I chose Isagenix because it was just a standout for products, for the income opportunity, for the people that I would be working with, for the corporate team. And I even traveled, Neil and I both traveled to America to really check it out, to know that we were getting into the right company. We knew it was the right model. We wanted to know we were with the right company. I build my business very much from a face-to-face. I talk to people anywhere, anytime. Yes, on socials, but a lot directly face-to-face when I am out running or I'm out traveling, as we are at the moment. As I said, in my motorhome, I'm very much a face-to-face person. And what I love about it is what I mentioned just before, that I can be strong, fit, and healthy at 67 and have a business that's forever stimulating me. I'm working with people younger than myself, which I think is a very healthy thing. So that's me. And what's next? Bintan and continued growth within the business and with my leaders. So who is next? Let's just have a look. Rachel, tell us a bit about those four things for you.
Thanks, Heather. So life before Isagenix was pretty busy. I'm a mum of four kids and been married twice. I've been through some ups and downs, and I had a business that collapsed. So I was in a bit of a bad way physically and emotionally, I tended to be one of those people that when I got stressed, I didn't eat, and I ended up existing on Diet Coke and coffee and like headache tablets. Like I had the worst diet. And then I couldn't understand why my gut health was so bad. Like I just had no idea. And I fell into a bit of a hole physically and emotionally and mentally. And that's when I came across Isagenix, and thankfully Heather reached out and she sort of said some soothing words to me, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to give this a go. And it was about, day 5 that I thought, oh my God, I just feel like a completely different person. I actually feel like someone has turned on a light inside me, and I'm back to the way I was when I was a kid, like with so much energy, so much health, so much positivity. And the reason I have stuck with Isagenix is just because of the integrity of the company, but also the purity of the products. And I ended up studying nutrition because I was just so impressed with what the right food and the right nutrients can do for your body that I wanted to share this with everybody. And I thought, when I've got the knowledge behind me as well, I can certainly help other people feel as good as me. These days, I build my business mostly on social media and also from doing events. And I think that for me, that works perfectly well because it fits in around my lifestyle. I came out of a corporate job a year ago to focus solely on Isagenix, and I just wanted it to be flexible, and it certainly is. So social media gives me that opportunity. What I love most about this business, and I was chatting to someone, I think it was Chantel actually is on this call. What I love most about this business is that you can help other people not only feel good, but also earn money and change their lifestyle, change their entire life for themselves and their family, not just financially, but also physically, spiritually, emotionally, because it's just a whole encompassing business. It is just an incredible opportunity. And if you're the sort of person that, wants to work hard and wants to achieve something for themselves, this is the perfect vehicle to do it with. What's next is getting as many of my team to Bintang as possible, which is our next incentive trip, because for me, that'll be the most rewarding thing about the trip is having people I love and I've coached to be there as well as myself. And I
I
think,
love
Belle,
it.
you're next. You're going to chat a bit more about your journey.
Yeah, thanks. Hope you're having a great evening, everyone. My name is Belinda McGowan, and I'm based in Perth. And life before Isagenix, I was actually in network marketing with another company, and I felt very unaligned with the company, with the products, very transactional. I kind of just had done so much growth within myself as a person with personal development and everything, that it was time for me to, I love the word elevate, elevate and move on to something a lot better. And so I did my research. I looked at every single company because I was a top leader with the previous company and I was not going to be going backwards. And I knew it was going to be, a risk making that change. And so I came across Isagenix through a suggestion, and it's been coming up 7 years this week, and just haven't looked back. I've been paid every single Monday since I've joined, which is unbelievable. I love Mondays. And I'm the healthiest version of me at 46. I cannot believe, from when, even like 9 years ago, even in my 20s, I'm so healthy and fit, and just grown into someone that I never believed would be possible, and achieved so many things and traveled to destinations and countries, and have had such amazing experiences. So I really chose Isagenix because of the compensation plan. There is nothing like it out there, but also because of the products, I've fallen in love with them. The integrity of the company, the clinical studies, their customer service, their community, everything is why I have chosen Isagenix. And I build my business online. I've definitely built something online there, but in the last, I suppose, 6 months, I've really been ramping up events, and I love the connection and community that we can create by doing events. So I love that combination of both. Definitely building online. I love that flexibility and freedom that you can take it wherever you are. You never have to, be stationary at a desk in an office. You can take it with appointments, with the family, with school, wherever. So that is what I absolutely love about the flexibility around that. And what I love is seeing people within my business develop, have that breakthrough, earn that income and those bonuses. It's such a real win when you see them transform in that area. What's next? We're definitely developing leaders and depth within the business. Bintan, I would love to have, team members come along with that, and getting some directors and executives pop in the next month or so. So definitely really, really excited about what's coming.
That's great. Awesome. Next. So, yeah, Rach.
So what brought you here today? Let me know in the chat. Why were you interested in coming on this call today? Was it a financial reason? Was it just out of interest? Are you wanting to change jobs? Are you looking for a bit of extra money? Or do you just want to get free products? So pop in the chat, what got you on this call today? Okay, so anyone commenting yet? Not yet. I can't see them. But look, honestly, what got me onto this call was the financial freedom that you can get from this business. And I know that a lot of people do have that same goal. Jenny, thank you. You're looking for financial freedom as well, and community. Travel. I mean, it's so nice being able to travel the world and for free, and someone else does it for you. Yep, getting healthy and getting paid for it, absolutely. Learning more. Thanks, Emma, for putting that in there, improving your business, and it's always great to learn more. Yeah, look, there's so many different reasons, but I think it all comes back to the one thing is that you want to be partnered with a company that is going to look after you and do the right thing by you. And that is certainly what this company does. It's very sharing, very caring. And you never are alone. You've always got somebody to back you up and help you through. Verna, looking for a new adventure with my health and financial freedom. That's a great reason to be on the call. Thanks for sharing. So what is the solution? The solution is network marketing, and not all network marketing companies run the same. Ours is a little bit unique. It is a very special company. It's been around for 24 years, founded in 2002, specializes in nutritional products, but not just any products. It spends a lot of money and time making sure the products are the best of the best. So that means the best quality whey protein, under-natured, bioavailable, no pesticides, no chemicals, no PCBs, no dioxins, nothing that is going to impact your body. And there's no shortcuts. It is, when you purchase anything through this company, it is the best on the market. It's a multi-level marketing model, I guess, if you want to talk about it like that. But it's more, I always think of it more as network marketing. So sharing with people and helping them achieve greatness is the way I like to look at it. We're in multiple countries around the world, including Europe, United States, Canada, Mexico, United Kingdom, and more. So you have international business opportunities if you'd like to. If you've got family and friends overseas, they can also be part of your business, which is super exciting.
So awesome.
Now, the benefits.
What I absolutely love about this partnership with Isagenix is that there's so many things that we as a business owner don't have to think about. We don't have to think about launching and researching a new product, holding stock, warehousing, marketing. these are some of the things that financially it's all taken care of, and technically and all that as well, and time consuming. I mean, how time consuming is all of that work? So I love that we don't have to purchase stock and hold it and distribute it and drop it off and things like that. You can work to your own schedule, to your own income goals, and work wherever you want. Definitely international opportunities. We have lots of events and ongoing training where you can really grow yourself as a person with personal development. Recognition. I've never been, if you've ever, companies don't recognize people. We get recognized every month. We get rewarded with gifts, cash, and just recognition as well. So I love that about our company. You can build your own dream. Whatever your goal is, you can definitely have that on your dream board and work towards it and tick it off. It is your own company, and you can build it to however you like, but you're never alone. We always got this amazing community around, and unlimited income. It really is money on the table there, depending on your action and really what your goals are and what you're prepared to do. This is such an amazing industry, a 200 plus billion a year industry. It is growing. We have products coming continuously. The health industry is financially online, is what's up and coming over the next 10 to 20 years, definitely. So Rach, what do you love? I've covered a lot of it, but
Oh, yeah, you've covered most of it. The thing that I love the most is that if you set up a regular company, if you wanted to sell or have your own business, it would cost you upwards of 20K just to set it up. And then you probably wouldn't earn any money for 5 years while you paid that loan back and then tried to manage stock and everything else. And I know that because I've done it. It is so, so difficult. This is a simple way to have your own business, earn some money, and enjoy your life at the same time. It's kind of a no-brainer. Everyone wants to get healthy. Why not do it the simple way?
I'd love everyone to pop a 1 in the chat if they've received an income from Isagenix so far. Let's see what comes in there. 1, 1, 1.
They're flying in.
Yeah,
Amazing. That's so
it
good.
is. It is just a simple, very simple way to earn a bit of extra money. And there's something for everybody. There really is. I know it's a nutrition-based company, but that also covers, sport. If you've got athletes that you're chatting to, we've got some great products for them. Natural beauty, of course, collagen elixir is the best of the best on the market. And that is something I never go a day without. And then other things such as superfoods. But as Belle said, there's always new products coming out all the time. So it's not like you ever get bored. And, my new favorite is the clear protein, which we'll chat more about later, but there's so much to choose from. But really is an incredible company.
Yeah, absolutely. So pop in the chat, is it nutrition? Is that your key thing? Or is it the natural beauty? Is it collagen? For me, it's all of those. And I would absolutely say that there's not one of those products that are not traveling with us at the moment.
And this is
And
really, oh yeah.
you go, Belle.
Yeah, I was just going to say, this is our foundation. It's the, original product that we really launched, which is the 30-day reset program. It works together synergistically, all the products, so that you get these amazing results. It is all about nutrition and balancing your cortisol and lowering your hormones, lowering your cortisol, sorry, and balancing your hormones, balancing your gut. And then we have the cleansing, which is a real gentle cleanse, and it all works together. So the 30-day reset works hand in hand with the cleanse. And so this is how people get the best results with this pack working together, having your shake and nutrition days to support before and after your cleanse days.
Absolutely. And Rach, I know your favorite product is our beautiful collagen.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, absolutely. And look, if you want to age backwards, get onto the collagen elixir. And it's not just the collagen, it's the quality of it. And look, you can buy collagen in the shops, I get that, but it's not the same. And that again, as I mentioned earlier, we only produce the best of the best. And that is why people keep coming back to our products. Collagen in particular, as you get to about 30 onwards, your body doesn't produce collagen anymore, which is why you see signs of aging. So you have to replace the collagen that your body's not producing. But there's no point replacing it with low quality collagen because it just goes out into the toilet. You need something that's actually going to go to the places where it needs to work. And that's exactly what this does. And we know that because there's scientific studies. So if you've got people that are interested and they want to know why it's so good, show them the scientific studies. We've got them available and you can see the results for yourself. So incredible product that I don't go a day without. Now, the other great thing about our business is the different ways that you can earn an income. So if you specialize in enrolling people, you can earn great money from enrolling people. If you specialize in building a team, you can earn great money from building a team. If you specialize in holding events, any other type of way that you want to run your business, we're going to provide you with an income. So you can be a good all-rounder or you can specialize in certain areas. But generally speaking, there's 6 different ways to earn. There's 20% commission on your retail profits. Every time someone places an order, a new enrollment, you earn 20% cash into your bank account. There's also bonuses, product introductory bonuses as well, which is kind of similar, same kind of thing. There's executive matching bonuses, team builder bonuses. There's bonuses for rank advancements. There's incentives and promotion, plus there's free gifts. It's just nuts. And once you start digging into where all this money's coming from, it's like mind blowing how much you actually get paid for doing not that much.
Absolutely. So really one of the things is that you can choose what product to use and you can choose what part or all of these in the compensation plan. So the flexibility is unbelievable. So what I'm going to do now is run through how this actually works so that you can get an understanding of how to earn those dollars that Rachel was just talking about. So the first thing is you upgrade to associate. That gives you your website and it gives you access to all of this income potential. Your first part of your earnings is your 20% commission. So for here, we're using a 30-day reset as the example. And that means that you earn $87 in 20% commission. You do that twice, and that may well be the very beginning a partner and a good friend. But your first 2 people, you earn 87 times 2, but you also earn a $50 bonus for becoming a consultant. So it really starts adding up here. You also, in addition to that, will get a $25 product voucher if that's done in 1 month. And you can then keep going and help other people do the same. And this is one of the beauties of it, that once you earn something, you can help someone else do exactly the same. So in this example, your first customer has now introduced 2 people and earned the same as you earned. And then your second customer did it, or it might be your third or your fourth, but 2 customers do that. And that helps you to become what we call Crystal Manager. And at the moment, we have this awesome build and boost. So I'll just flick back to that so you can see it again. So Crystal Manager is you've introduced 2 people and they've both introduced 2 people. Then at the moment, instead of earning $250 for doing that, within 60 days of becoming an associate, you actually earn $500. And the person who helped you to become a crystal manager, who introduced you, earns $250. It's just crazy the money that is on the table at the moment. So this is with the extra. So it says BB bonus, an extra 250. So that means just by introducing 2 people who both introduced 2 people, doing that within 60 days, you are $924 richer.
I
How
know
cool is
we've got
that?
a few people on the call that have collected this. Put a yes in the chat if you've gone Crystal Manager in the last couple
I-
of months.
In the build and boost. Yay. Okay. So does it stop there? No, absolutely it doesn't. So this diagram, and if you look at this and you think, oh, it's a lot, just go through it step by step. So the first thing is two consultants in 60 days. We just covered that. Then and 60 days is really important. So you need to keep note of the date that you become associate. So that's when you press the button to say, I want to unlock the key to the income potential that Isagenix offers me. You become associate and this clock starts ticking. So it's really important not only for you to know that, but for you to know that for the people that you're working with. So then, if you introduce four more consultants and help them introduce their two people, then that becomes Crystal Director. So that's the extra bonus is 750. You always get 750 for doing that in that 120 days, but at the moment it's doubled. And then a beautiful level of Crystal Executive. So this is when you've introduced 10 consultants and five on the right and five on the left. And we're not going to go into a lot of discussion about right and left, but trust us, you just do right, left, right, left, right, left, and your business will build. You're basically building two businesses, one on one side, one on the other. So that's over $5,000, and that's even without those 20% commissions. So remember before I showed you the 20% commissions? This is without those. So this is just phenomenal, and this is what we should all be working towards doing within this build and boost time. Okay, so this is one of my favorite diagrams because what this does is really illustrates the depth of the business. So one of the outstanding things about Isagenix is that it's unlimited residual income, meaning that there is infinitely deep. So there is no stopping. So there's people on this call who've already built 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels deep. So that means that it's not only the person you introduced you're working with, it's that those people are being worked with by others. So if you imagine if I circle, say, this person here on the outside there, then if they introduce someone, that person introduces someone, it keeps on flowing down here. And this person right here, I get the same volume from introducing that person as I do the very first person I introduced. And the other thing is, as long as you order product every single month, just your standard, and I often say it's a shake a day, and ionics a day is enough to cover your standard order per month, and that will give you that this income never flushes out. You'll hear Belinda McGowan talk about this over and over again because she was with a company where the dollars flushed out every month, whereas with this it never goes as long as you stay active. So that's your can't sleep at night. Once you get this, and if you don't quite get it, talk to the person who introduced you and get them to help you to understand because it's phenomenal once you get the depth of this business. 20% commission, rank advancement bonuses, consultant development bonuses, team builder bonuses, and product vouchers. It's phenomenal. Okay, so if that has just caught your eye, or if you know of someone who you're going to send this recording to and it's catching their eye and it's something that they would want to look at, then how do you get started? So, Rach, do you want to cover this off? How do I
Yeah,
get started? What do I need to do?
absolutely. Very easy to get started. So chat to the person that invited you on this call. There is several different ways you can start with packs. Generally speaking, we like you to start on a pack because all the products integrate together. If you like me and love collagen, there's a collagen pack. There's a 30-day reset or 14-day reset. So they're probably our most popular packs. So absolutely get in touch with the person that invited you. we've got something extra special as well to let you know about. A couple of things actually.
The next,
Elevate.
yeah, the
Now
next thing
we
you do, you tell them about Elevate. Why should they come to Brisbane, Perth, or Auckland?
So every quarter we have an amazing, I guess you would call it a road show that head office put together for us, and they give us training, free gifts, information, celebration, positive energy. It is just a huge celebration of us and the company, and they give us so much. Did I mention free stuff? Lots of free stuff. So
Hmm.
you definitely want to go. It's like only, I think, $10, or it might have gone up $20 this time. So it's going to be a bit bigger event, but lots of training as well as an event that you can bring people that want to find out more about the products and also the business side. So absolutely, you don't want to miss it. You'll see all the photos after the event, and you'll think, why wasn't I there? That looks so epic.
Absolutely.
And
And
so,
Belle, you're going to cover this one off.
yeah, so if you're thinking here, I would absolutely love to really start building my business, finding customers to grow my business, even think about business builders. When I first started, I was like, who are my business partners that I'm going to be joining with me? Who am I going to build this partnership with? And so at the moment, we have a great opportunity that people can join with the product and register for the ISA body. Now, this finishes tomorrow at 1:59 Australian Eastern Standards Time. There will not be any extras able to register after that time. But if they do register, it'll be a $25 product coupon for them, which is amazing. So use that ISA body to reach out to people because people will join Isagenix because of the ISA body. Then people will join also. We've got our other campaign, which is a lifestyle reset. Now, this is going to be a 30 to 90 day support group that we have going, whether they're doing the 30-day reset or actually going for the Kickstart 90. So use these two tools as a funnel. This is what the leaders are doing, and we've still got Mocha for the moment, and business. Always speak about the business because you never know um, who would want to earn an income, especially right now, this time of year. People are really looking at their finances. Next slide.
Absolutely. And with registering for ISA for the Kickstart 90, put a 9 in the chat if you've already done it, 9 for 90. And also if you haven't, just even if it's the last minute at midday tomorrow, you don't need to be in your bikini to take the photo. You can just take the front, back, and side photos. So do it because it's worth it for you. If you've never done it before, there's an extra voucher of over $160 that you get as well as for completing it, as well as the 25. But we've got these wonderful t-shirts. I'm in love with these t-shirts. I've been chatting to the person who made them and he's keen to make some more. The guys in Thailand were the first to try these. Yeah, they're fantastic. So we're really excited by these. The words on them: shift your habit, shape your mindset, strengthen your health. The lifestyle shift, which is what we're all about. You can have them in pink or grey. And all you need to do is introduce two people, whether it's for the first time or introducing two people this month, and you will get one of these. So we want everybody to be wearing these. So I can't wait. Start letting the person who introduced you know when you've qualified for your singlet or t-shirt. Can't wait. And Bintan, I think the trip to Thailand was one of the best ever. And to know that we're going to top it off at the end of the year with another one just absolutely gives me goosebumps. What about you guys? How do you feel about taking people with you to Bintan?
Oh, look, it's going to be incredible until you've been on an incentive trip. with Isagenix. You don't understand. Like it's kind of like, yeah, it's just a trip. No, it's not. You get spoiled. You get treated like kings and queens. And it's not only that, it's the community and just the feeling of being all together in one unified, positive mob of crazy people. It is just so much fun.
Definitely. It's experiences that you're around people that you would not, it's just a different level. You know, you're doing things that you would never do on a normal trip, like we did the amazing race, and just really spending time with people that are just at an amazing level.
So, seven's my lucky number. Put seven in the chat if you're coming to Bintan. And you know what? It's like anything. You got to put it out there and decide that is what you want. Because I tell you what, the people who were in Thailand, it's because they decided that they wanted to be there.
And it's a clean slate. It's, you know, different points this time. It's all leaders are at zero, exactly like everyone. So everyone's got the same opportunity to earn this spot.
Absolutely. And it'll be the ones that take action right from, we're day 2 today. So it's the action takers who will be on this trip. And what we've got a few things. One is if you are a preferred customer right now, remember how I said about you need to take note of the date that you upgrade, and then you've got that 60 days to go Crystal Manager. So if you haven't already upgraded, talk to the person who introduced you about this. Is this the right time? And if it is the right time, then we're going to cover that $25 for you upgrading. And if you bought an ultimate pack and you're still within your first 30 days, you actually get that for free anyway, just in case you didn't know that. And here we have. So, one of the questions sometimes is, well, where do I start? Well, where you start is going out there and talking to people right now. So, if you've got people in mind who you know either want to start for the business or start for the products or both, for the next 2 days, you can offer them an adaptogen elixir, a box of my absolute favorite product. I have it here in the van. If I wake up in the night and I can't quite get back to sleep, whoop, I get out, chug back one of these, and sleep like a baby. What do you reckon, guys?
Yeah, amazing
Oh,
stuff. Amazing. I just had Darren just complained that I wasn't looking after my stock because we ran out of adaptogen elixir. And I'm like, really? Okay.
I think, and again, if you're wanting to build the business, this is an amazing opportunity to follow up with people because if they want to order, they can register for the Isagenix Kickstart, get a free product coupon, $25, a free box of Adaption Elixir worth $70, free shipping, and a 30-day money back guarantee. Like, I don't think we've had any offer like that at the moment. So, yeah, start messaging,
Baby.
start reaching out, start calling. And how cool is it that we have this if you're running for the trip to get a head start amongst the field in enrollments?
And remember, this is one is just for our team. So it's on for everybody who is on this call tonight. You're the ones who have this to run with. So just know that you can't put it on socials, but you can definitely message people it. And it's because our team is out there and taking action that we get these kind of things. So, Rach, wrap up with this quote.
Okay. As Richard Branson said, and we know how successful he is, if someone offers you an amazing opportunity, but you are not sure you can do it, you just say yes. Then learn how to do it later. Easy.
I love that. Okay, we are going to stop share.